Good morning, my dear students. Our chapter number 5 is going on, which is electric current. In previous video, we studied about electric current density, and drift velocity. What is electric current? We know very well electric current net charge flowing through. Suppose we have a conductor of cross-sectional area A. The net charge flowing through from any cross-sectional area in per unit time interval, that is the rate of flow of charge through a cross-sectional area is known as electric current. It is denoted by I, and I is equals to Q upon T. Okay, unit of a electric current is ampere. And next we study current density. The electric current flowing through the unit cross-sectional area is called current density. Current density is denoted by J. So J is equals to I upon S. In this sequence, next we study drift velocity. What is drift velocity? In the presence of electric field, in the presence of external electric field, the average value of velocities of free electrons is called drift velocity. And drift velocity denoted by Vd. So Vd is equals to, we get minus E. Vd vector is equals to minus E, capital E vector upon m tau bar. Here Vd is the drift velocity, E charge of electron, m mass of electron, capital A external electric field, and tau bar mean relaxation time. Here negative sign indicate the direction of drift velocity is opposite to the direction of electric field. Okay. Now our next topic, mobility. What is mobility? For mobility, we use equation of drift velocity. So in magnitude, we know that drift velocity Vd is equals to E upon m tau bar. Okay. In this equation, E charge of electron, which is constant, m mass of electron, this is also constant, and tau bar means tau bar mean relaxation time is also constant for any metallic conductor, for specific metallic conductor. So we can say the term E tau bar upon m is a constant quantity. So from this equation we can write V is D directly proportional to E. So we can say drift velocity is directly proportional to the applying electric field. Okay, this is a relation between drift velocity and electric field. Here we remove proportional sign, then we add Vd is equals to mu E. Here mu is the constant, proportional constant, and this is called mobility. So we can say mu is mobility of a charge. From this equation, mu is equals to Vd upon E. So we define mobility in the form of this equation. The ratio of a drift velocity of free electrons and applying electric field is equal to the mobility of electrons or mobility of a charge. Another form of mobility, mu is equals to, comparing both equations, then we get mu is equals to E upon m. Okay, sorry, E tau bar upon m. These are the values of a mobility mu. Mobility is denoted by mu. Again, the drift velocity of free electron, ratio of drift velocity of free electrons and applying electric field is equal to mobility of a free electrons. Okay, now unit of mobility, we know that unit of velocity is meter per second and unit of electric field volt per meter. So resultant unit of a mobility meter square upon volt into second. Okay, here we can say that if we electric field, this drift velocity, if drift velocity is more for a conductor, then mobility of that conductor is also more. Okay, and the value of this mobility depend upon the temperature of substance and nature of substance. Nature of a substance means mobility depends upon the two factor of a substance or matter. First is temperature and second is nature of a substance. This is a mobility. Okay, now our some small topics. First, relation between drift velocity Vd and electric current I. This is a very important relation for our next derivations. So please learn it. Relation between drift velocity and electric current. For this, suppose we have a conductor. This is a conductor and length of this conductor is small l and cross-sectional area is capital A. We know that some free electrons are present in this conductor which is moves randomly. Okay, but when we apply a potential difference at the ends of this conductor, this V potential difference, this negative positive, then a electric field will be produced in the conductor. Due to this electric field, negative charge aligned to a direction like this. We know that negative charge attract to positive charge. So this plate is positively charged, so negative charge move in this direction. And we know that the direction of electric current is the opposite to the direction of flow of electrons. So direction of electric current in this direction and direction of electric field is the positive to negative. So this plate is positive, this is negative. So electric field direction opposite to the flow of free electrons. And we know that from this equation, drift velocity, direction of drift velocity is opposite to the electric field. So direction of drift velocity is in this direction. Okay, now determine relation between drift velocity and electric current. Okay, so we can say, suppose the number of free electrons per unit volume in this conducting wire. Number of free electrons per unit volume in this conducting wire is small n. Then number of free electron in the entire volume in this of this conductor, volume of this conductor is equals to area into length. This is the total volume of this conductor. Then total free electron in this volume is equals to total free electrons in total volume, entire volume is equals to n into A into L. This is the total number of total free electron in this entire volume of the conductor. Okay, and we know that charge on a free electron is E. Then total charge in entire conducting wire charge is denoted by Q. So Q is equals to charge of one electron and a total number of charges. So N into A into L into E. This is the total charge in this conductor. Okay. We know that drift velocity of electrons is Vd and length of this conductor is L. So we can say that drift velocity of free electron is Vd. Then the time taken to travel the length L, means here to here. Total time taken to travel this length T is equals to, we know that speed is equals to distance upon time. So time is equals to distance upon speed. Here distance is L and speed is Vd. So T is equals to L upon Vd. Okay, and we know that electric current I is equals to, which is flowing through the this conductor, I is equals to Q upon T. Put the value of Q and T. This is the value of a Q and this is the value of a T. So I is equals to NEAL. This is the value of Q upon T. T is equals to L upon Vd. So L upon Vd. L12 cancel out. Then we get I is equals to NEAVD. This is the relation between drift velocity and electric current. This is a very important relation for our next derivations. So learn it. Okay, and we know that Vd is equals to mu E. From this, Vd is equals to mu E. So put the value of Vd in this equation, then we get relation between electric current and mobility. I is equals to NEA mu E. This is the relation between electric current and mobility. Okay. Now we take electric current is constant quantity. If electric current is constant, then we can write NEA Vd is equals to also constant. And we know that number of free electron in per unit volume is a constant quantity for any specific metallic conductor, and E, charge of electron, is also constant. So we can write AVD is equals to constant. Okay, from this equation we can write A is inversely proportional to Vd. So for a small cross-sectional area of a conductor, then drift velocity of free electrons will be more. Okay, student, this is the relation between electric current and drift velocity, and this is the electric current and mobility. Okay, now relation between drift velocity and potential difference. It means relation between Vd and capital V. Again, we know drift velocity Vd is equals to E capital E upon M tau bar. And for this conductor, if we applying potential difference V at the ends of this conductor, then electric field E will be produced for E and V. We know that V is equals to E into D. Here D is equals to L, so V is equals to E into L. From this equation, we can write E is equals to V upon L. So we can say if we applying a potential difference V at the end of a conductor of length L, then the produced electric field E is equals to V upon L. Put the value of E in this equation, then we get VD is equals to E tau bar upon M V upon L. For a constant length of conductor, VD is directly proportional to capital V. Because of here, charge of electron and mass of electron is a constant quantity, and tau bar mean relaxation time for a specific metallic conductor is also constant, and L length of conductor is constant quantity, then VD directly proportional to V. We can say drift velocity is directly proportional to potential difference which is applied to the ends of a conductor. Okay, here a important thing is this drift velocity. This drift velocity does not depend upon the length of the conductor. It means for every length, drift velocity will be same. This is a very important thing. Drift velocity does not depend upon the length of a conductor. Okay, student, this is the relation between drift velocity and potential difference. Okay, our next topic is very important topic. And this topic we have studied in previous classes. This is Ohm's law. Okay. George Ohms gave the rule for the relation between electric current and potential difference which applying to the ends at the ends of a conductor. Okay, suppose we have a conductor. This is a conductor. Okay, and a physical state of this conductor like length, temperature, and cross-sectional area remains unchanged. It means is constant quantity and nature of this substance. Then in this situation, we can say according to Ohm's law, if the physical states of a conductor like length, temperature, cross-sectional area, nature of the substance remains unchanged, then the current flowing through this conductor is directly proportional to the applied potential difference across its end of a conductor. Okay, if we applying a potential difference at the end of this conductor, this is V, the negative positive, and in this situation, if current is flowing through this conductor, then current flow through this conductor is I. Then again repeat, if the physical states of a conductor like length, cross-sectional area, nature of substance, temperature, etc. remains unchanged, then the current flowing through this conductor, which is I, is directly proportional to applied potential difference across its ends of a conductor. So, in mathematical form, we can write V is directly proportional to I. This is the Ohm's law. Okay, this is a mathematical form of Ohm's law, and in language, we define Ohm's law like if the physical states of a conductor remains unchanged, then the current flowing through the conductor is directly proportional to applying potential difference at the ends of that conductor. So V directly proportional to I. If we remove proportional sign, then V is equals to Ri. Here R is a proportional constant and it is known as resistance of a conductor. Resistance of a conductor. Okay. And unit of this resistance unit is ohm and represented by this sign ohm. So from this equation R is equals to V upon I. So the ratio of a potential difference at the end applied at the end of a conductor and current flowing to this conductor is known as resistance of that conductor. Okay, this is the resistance of conductor and resistance of unit of resistance is ohm and which is represented by this sign. Okay, now we plot the graph between V and I. Okay, this is V and this is I. From this equation, V is directly proportional to I. So we represent the graph between V and I, which is we get a straight line passing through the origin point like this. Graph of V and I is a straight line. Suppose this is theta. So slope of this curve, slope tan theta. Tan theta is equals to perpendicular upon base. This is perpendicular. This is equal to V and this is base is equals to I. So tan theta is equals to V upon I. And V upon I is equal to R. So we can write tan theta is equals to R. So we can say slope of a straight line is equal to the resistance of the conductor. Okay, student, this is the Ohm's law. This is very important for a small question for our annual examination. If you like this video, then like it and comment your doubts in comment box. Okay, students, thank you.